Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Xah Talk Show. So today we are going to code Emacs Lisp and some randomish. Okay, randomish. So I love to see your comments and questions. Hey, Huang, Chinese blood 4-channel from Germany. So I'm going to code my I'm gonna work on my Emacs Lisp coding. It's probably going to be boring for you because I'm going to continue what we did last time that we didn't finish, and we got distracted into talking some other subject. So Emacs coding, and then I'm gonna talk some randomish things, okay? And by the way, right now there's a Emacs online conference going on. So if you just go to search for Emacs conference, so there are a lot of Emacs experts and Emacs Lisp experts. They are talking about Emacs stuff. So go watch them, okay? If you are an Emacs user and interested in Emacs Lisp, go watch them. Of you Emacs fans, many of you Emacs fans. Hello, Tito, Emacs fan, and hello, Nimsu. Nimsu, who are you? So anyway, so yeah, Emacs conference is going on, so you can go watch. Just search for it, And I did a Twitter. Let me show you. Okay, so this is interesting. So twitter.com. I'm going to show you one of the link, one of the articles, okay, and I'm gonna talk a little bit random today. So I'm gonna first of all, Emacs stuff, let me show you. I'm gonna talk about that later, okay? That is okay, hold on a second. So where's the Emacs conference thing? So that's Richard Stallman, but hold on a second. Yeah, okay, so Emacs conference is going on, and Emacs 29 is upcoming. Fantastic, okay, so let me mention a few things, random things. And tree-sitter, yeah, let me talk about these things. Tree-sitter is a new parser for editors, kind of similar in purpose for the language server protocol, okay? So first of all, so check out this Emacs talk, okay? I know this guy a little bit. 10 reasons why you should use Emacs Lisp shell, okay? So that's shell, and you have seen me using shell before. For example, git status, I can do git status. Emacs shell written in Emacs Lisp, purely Emacs Lisp written. So there is a video. God, this open source phonetics, free software foundation phonetics, their website is hard to see. Where is the video? Where the fuck is the video? Did we have JavaScript on? Back to talks. Top 10 reasons why you should be using eShell. This guy is Howard Abrams, and he has been coding Emacs Lisp. I think so. For at least he's been using Emacs for 20 years or something, or even more. So where is the video? Let's open that one, okay? God, this free software foundation website, they this is one of the problem, this phonetics problem. Find out how to watch and participate. Find out how to watch and participate. There you go. At least there's one thing good about them. So because all the videos you can just play and download. God. Refresh. God. This free software foundation website, problematic. Am I doing good? Talk, a video check, audio check. Okay. So anyway, so this guy, so Emacs conference. Okay. If you wanna learn Emacs Lisp, you can learn from them. besides me. Okay, that's one thing. Let me talk about let me talk about this fun thing. Okay, this fun thing you are watching. Hello everyone, Greg and Doc. So I would proclaim that the real artificial intelligence year 2023 is the year of the starting of the real artificial intelligence. It's getting amazing. Okay, so you are looking at right now is this China, this China's AI bot that does drawing. So basically what you do is you post an image or picture or photo or drawing, whatever, and it returns a beautified version of it. Okay, in the beginning I think this is lousy, because this image, for example, yeah, it's beautiful, but someone did this. I'm gonna show you more. So this image is beautiful, but it doesn't capture the essence of the character. This beautiful dude doesn't look like me at all. You can tell if you just see that this is Xah. So like a caricature. Have you seen caricature? Let me explain this. Caricature. Okay, so you'll see some examples. That's the essence of a caricature. Okay, turn on JavaScript. By the way, Brave browser I'm using right now, you are looking at Brave browser. I recommend it. Okay, I recommend Brave browser. It's started by the guy who created JavaScript. Once after he got kicked out by the social justice gang. So Brave browser is great. I recommend it. I'm also using Firefox. By the way, I use multiple browsers. So Brave browser, the Brave company, now they have a search. So that's what I'm using. I think it just started. So this search engine is different from others, because this search engine, it's not just a wrapper to Google or Microsoft Bing or Yahoo or whatever. They are independent. So this is very good. Okay, so I'm trying it out. So almost all the others, Ecosia Search, StarX Search, they are all based on Google search engine, and all others they are just a wrapper. So this is an independent search engine. I recommend it. Okay, Brave Search. You can just search it and you'll find it. Okay, so actually I'm starting to talk about lots of things, but so let's write it down so we have a topic. Okay, three-seater Emacs conference. Okay, that we already talked about Emacs conference, and Brave browser, Brave search. Okay, those are fantastic, and we are talking about caricature. We will come back to it. Okay, so and showing browser. Okay, that's today's talk show. And let's go to my programming blog, showing browser. So Brandon Ike, the guy created JavaScript, and he created Brave browser, and now there's a Brave search engine. So, and what about DuckDuckGo? You should not use DuckDuckGo, because I tried it. I tried it since 2018. It's got problems, but the most serious problem is this one. DuckDuckGo started to censor because of the Ukraine war. He think that he started to censor information. So from this guy Gabriel Weinberg, I suppose that's he's the boss who created DuckDuckGo. But anyway, now he started to censor. Censorship is like when opinions is like opinions you like. Yeah, we are DuckDuckGo. We don't do we don't get your private information. But when the information is really something you don't like really something you hate, like each one of us have something we really hate, maybe religion, different religion or politics, then he says he's gonna censor. So DuckDuckGo is no good. Okay. and there are not many choices today. Okay, so that's one thing, DuckDuckGo. So let's go back to what we want to talk about. So yeah, so DuckDuckGo. Let me copy this. Okay, so copy it so we have a record of the links we talked about. So later on, people can go to my page and see the links. Okay, now yeah, back to the QQ AI drawing bot. So we were talking about, this drawing. I'm gonna show you a lot. Okay, so first of all, you have caricature. If you know what caricature is, essentially, they look cartoonish, but the essence of caricature is that you take a look at them, you immediately know who are they. Who are they, because they capture the characteristics of the person. Here's Obama, for example. Who is this? The Zuckerberg, I think. This is the movie star Leonardo DiCaprio. Anyway, you get point. So caricature. So at first, when I saw this Chinese AI drawing bot, I think this is no good because it doesn't capture the essence. But actually, it's amazing. Okay, I find it amazing because what essentially it do is let me show you some more. Okay, so that's me. Someone did it. So I was saying my first impression, no, it's no good because it does, the drawing it generates does not capture the essence of the original. But that's actually not its purpose. It has something else. I'm fairly impressed. Today and in the past week, there's also the openAI Chat GPT. It's quite amazing. Okay, quite amazing. The artificial intelligence is becoming human-like now these days. And by the way, this QQ drawing is the first time I have seen artificial generated drawings before. They suck. They usually sucks very bad. They try to draw in the, and also you have, they are creepy, artificial, AI generated drawing, they are very creepy. But this is the first time I'm fairly impressed. Okay, so look at this. This is the Chad. This is the meme. So it becomes that. Okay, but let me show you. But you see, if you give it a drawing like that, some kind of cartoon, and it changes into this thing, okay, that's another example. Okay, but then if you give it a drawing, some fuzzy photo, it transforms, into this beautiful guy. So I mean, if you are an AI bot, what are you supposed to do? So it's very creative. It's creativity. It has a license. It takes the license of creativity and transform. That's a purpose of this drawing bot, not to replicate in a drawing form of the original, but rather it's kind of beautify it into kind of this style of drawing. This is not exactly anime. Okay. If you could call it anime, but it's not exactly anime. For example, this one. But look, there's so many more. Okay, so let me show you some of the amazing ones. Okay, so here we have a fat woman, and notice that the face is not shown, but however it came out with this beautiful image with the face, and with the elaborate necklace. You see that choker. Choker. It's a women's thing. It's like you are like a dog. And that's another thing. That's the phenomenon of sexuality. How you can see a lot of that in women's dress of their own choice. They put something on their neck that seems like they it's gonna choke them, or it's like a dog leash. But however, women do that. That's thousands or millions of years of human sexuality. Okay, So anyway, that's another thing. So anyway, this drawing, you see that it transforms this faceless image into this beautiful drawing. So that's amazing. And also look at the pattern. Look at the pattern on her bra. So this is a drawing by AI. Artificial intelligence. They create the drawing, but also the patterns on the bra, which you don't see in original photo. It's quite amazing. So I'm fairly impressed for the first time by artificial intelligence generated drawing. Okay. Now I haven't tried it myself, but apparently you can go and try it, and someone tried it. If I really want to try, I don't know exactly what is this AI bot. I haven't looked yet. So I need to talk to my China friends, programmers, and they'll know. But if you search it, you'll probably find it. Okay, so this is a Chinese website apparently. So let's go next. Okay, so and look at this one. A photo of two beautiful girls, and what's that? That's a guy or something, and it transformed it just by cutting off that guy and change it and put a girl there. Quite amazing. Again, so and another thing, cultural thing you are seeing here is that you see that those patterns, those are logos of the gaming keyboard and mouse company called what's the name, guys? If you are watching, guys, say something. Okay, comment. So this brand. Okay, so let's go to my keyboard blog. Let me just tell you random things. Okay, my keyboard blog, and you can find the name of that brand called Razer. Never buy Razer keyboard. Okay, Razer product is no good. And in fact, I think Razer product happened to be founded by a Chinese guy. So don't buy Razer. Okay, so anyway, that's the logo of the Razer. That's showgirls. That's what it is. But today you don't see this kind of thing in USA because USA, the white man culture banned it. So anyway, that's that. Then you have then you have this. I'm not. I don't know what that is. Some kind of sexual thing. Okay. then you just change it to birds. So very creative. Okay. Then you have, there it is, Elon Musk. Elon Musk. So the openAI company recently, openAI. Let me show you. Okay, so that's another amazing thing. Okay, it generates text. Okay, I don't have. Let's turn on JavaScript. It generates text and poem. Oh yeah. So let me show you one. Okay. Let me show you one. So OpenAI. And hold on a second. So I want to open that and open Wikipedia. Okay. So OpenAI, let's magnify. It was started by Elon Musk and others. So not by Google. Okay. So this one is different from Google's AI. Google is most famous for lots of AI beginning it. So the right now it's called Chat GPT. Okay, just go there and try it. It's amazing. Let me show you. So hold on a second. Let me copy the link. Let's put into my talk show so that you can see the topics we talked about. Okay, Chat GPT. Okay, so there. Wait. Chat GPT, OpenAI. And okay, close that. And so then there's the Emacs feature. Let me write it down. Emacs 29 coming. That's fantastic. Okay, so there it is. Elon Musk. Okay, Okay, about the Chat GPT, let me show you. Okay, it can generate poem, and in fact, it generates a poem. You just type Xah generate a poem for Xah, and it shows. Someone did it. Our friend William on Discord, on Xah Discord. Okay, so it generated this poem for my website. Can you guys see it? Let me see. Yeah, you can. Okay. So okay, so it let's magnify. You cannot. So it generates a poem, a poem about xali.org in iambic pentameter. Okay, so then the AI says this is a website built by Xali, a guy who knows his stuff and wants to share it with you. The site is crammed with info on all sort of things, from programming to sex. There's something for everyone. So if you are looking for knowledge or just a good laugh, you need to check out xali.org, the best website around. Generated by AI. How does it know? How does it know my website? And the description, you look at this poem, and it's actually iambic pentameter. I'm not too, that's a specific pattern of poem. Okay, I don't know exactly how it works, but it knows my website, and the description given is very accurate. Okay, and then very accurate, and also kind of in my style, the way I would write it. It's amazing. Then I asked the guy, Will, our friend, on Discord, to tell it to generate a poem in limerick. Okay, I want to check if this is real. Let's see, generate a Xali about Xali.org in limerick, and it does. It says, there was a geek named Xah who ran a website with much flair. He would write code all day and all night, and his site was really something quite right. One of the catchphrase I use often is all day and night, and this poem just used that. And here's another version, limerick, about xali.org. There was a geek named Xah who ran a website called xali.org. He was quite the geek and knew a lot of stuff, and his website was really awesome. Okay, so this OpenAI is just amazing, and it can generate code, not always correct, but, so right now on Twitter, right now on Elon Musk's Twitter, if you just search it, Chat GPT, you'll find a ton of quite amazing, machine-generated text, okay? And it can also generate a story, like I would say it's already passed the Turing test, the test for artificial intelligence. I would say it's already passed. So, I would say 2023 is the year of the real AI. So are you guys still there? Say something, okay, if you guys watch us, okay? So there is the, Chat GPT, okay, quite amazing. And on Discord, we talked about it, and a lot of people, Dion, our friend, Dion is the biggest sponsor of my work, okay? So, he is the biggest donor. And we have, so a lot of people, we have, tried the OpenAI chatbot, quite amazing, okay? Lots of, here. Quite a lot of amazing things, the thing. So anyway, let's go back to this QQAI, the China AI. So there's Elon Musk, with his fire gun, flamethrower, and there it is, the result. So let's look at the next one. The next one, a pretty girl, a Chinese girl or something. It doesn't look like Japanese. It looks like. Then a pretty girl is just a pretty girl. It returns a pretty girl. Okay. And also, look at the patterns on her clothing. This is not. I wouldn't say this is not trivial, man. To create this in a drawing style and create arbitrary patterns on the fly, depending on whatever images. I don't think that each one is different, so it's quite amazing. So then here's an example of a guy, so it becomes this handsome hunk, but one issue is that his bulge is gone. So that's a flaw. Okay. Then so here is a Snowden, famous Snowden becomes that. And then this is another funny one. So this is a famous painting that got damaged by some idiot rework, and then it becomes that girl. Okay. So that's about this QQ AI drawing thing. Oh yeah, so then you have this Korean, North Korea, Kim Jong-il or something, so it becomes that. So again, it doesn't capture the character, but however, it's very creative, and somehow the spirit of the image is captured. Okay, let me show you a lot more. So then here's a Jesus, the Virgin Mary, with the baby. I suppose that's what that is. Then you got that, beautiful, and then okay, this is Unabomber. So let me show you if you guys don't know. Yeah, I'm not gonna show it. So Unabomber, so right, and so his name, he's in jail because he killed people. So Ted something. Okay, so here's a result of his real photo, mugshot. So and here is another example of extreme creativity. You give it this image, then it returns this with this menacing fingers and fingernails, and something like with a computer screen on the nail, and also a kind of face with some kind of mask or scar. You see, quite amazing. It takes some creativity to create. Okay, so that. Then that's here's another interesting one. So you give it a photo of a supposedly UFO. This is a somewhat popular incident where on YouTube you can find it, where USA jet fighters on a carrier found some unidentified flying object, like UFO. So this is supposedly the video footage of it. It's on YouTube all over, and also the Joe Rogan idiot talks about it. So you give it that image, and it returns this, this strange thing. Again, I would say it captures the kind of the spirit, the background, the context, of the thing. So what is this thing? You can tell it's like a dish and a needle or something, but it's very strange. So then let's see next. Okay, so do we have anything else? Okay, so you can see a lot more, and you can try it yourself. Okay, people generated. I posted the link, so there's a link to 4chan. So yesterday I looked at all these. I'm fairly impressed. Okay, I'm fairly impressed by these, and there are some Again, this is another creativity. So you show this face, giant face, and they become just legs. So what you guys are saying? YouTube is not allowing me to write censorship. Okay, a guy solved AOC with GPT-3. I don't know what that means exactly. Anonymous says, care to comment on Tim Pool's compound being raided and the ensuing Yeho battle? Oh, I didn't know that. Well, that's about politics. I'm not going to talk about, too much about politics. Tim Pool, let me give you a comment about Tim Pool. Tim Pool, I started to follow Tim Pool around 2006. 2016. That's the election year. That's when you suddenly, all of a sudden, you have all these strange jargons. Safe space, manspreading, all these strange jargons all of a sudden, over. Then I started to know there's this guy, Tim Pool, he's doing documentary on the ground. He's a journalist, independent journalist. He, for example, back in 2008 also, there's a Occupy Wall Street, right? He's there, and he actually won journalism awards, because he's on the street, document what people are saying, So I didn't know who he is, but back in 2016, then 2017, the Trump years, you have all these, eventually it's called cultural war, social justice warrior and stuff. So anyway, I found this guy, I remember it's back in Berkeley, UC Berkeley, the origin, UC Berkeley is the origin of free speech, because of the Vietnam War. Remember the Vietnam War? UC Berkeley, you have students, protesting. That's what made free speech famous. UC Berkeley started, and back then, USA is mostly a Christian nation, so you cannot say fuck, on fuck or shit or swear, any kind of swear, you get banned. Okay, it's ruled by Christians, USA. So anyway, UC Berkeley is famous for free speech. But in 2017, when the social justice thing started to appear, then on UC Berkeley you have protest that burns American flag, that burns free speech sign, and beating people, bloody So starting in 2016 to 2019, I started to watch a lot. What's going on? Kind of strange. Okay, that's anyway. So Tim Pool, that's how I started to know Tim Pool. The first time ever is when he's at UC Berkeley, protest, and he interviewed people. Like, I don't know who he is. I just happened to see YouTube. Okay, but eventually I watched, then basically around 2017 to 2019, I watched Tim Pool every other day, okay, several hours a week. So I've been watching Tim Pool a lot. So I judge him to be a good guy, good person on the ground doing, documentary and journalism. But Tim Pool started to degrade starting around 2019, okay? Instead of going to the ground and actually document, things, interview people, he started to just sit on his computer like me right now, and just going through news, drama news. Oh, social justice warrior did this today. Oh, Trump that. Oh, CNN this. He started to do that. And before it was like one video every 2 days or 3, because it takes time for him to go to places. But starting around 2019, he's churning out 2 or 3 videos every day. Tim Pool, okay. Meanwhile, he's getting more and more popular. His viewers by now it's like more than 1 million, 2 million or something maybe. And he started to have multiple channels, and he's just every day he's just sitting there, show you news website drama, talking about drama. Oh, beating, oh, bloody here, oh, Trump or whatever, Biden, Hunter Biden. and he's like alarmed. He went down. So in my mind, he's just flying drama. The more drama, the more viewers you have. Like right now I'm doing, I'm talking about politics a little bit. If I just do Emacs Lisp coding, oh, I got, 200 watch per video. Now, if I talk about the social justice or this kind of thing, oh, 1,000, 2,000 watchers. And if I add a caption, AI is taking over the world. Oh my God, then I'm gonna have 10,000 views. Drama. That's what Tim Pool is doing. And then let's go to. Okay, I actually have a article about him. I started to document. I started to clean up my political blog of random thoughts that I wrote down in the past 5 years. I started to kind of clean them up, move things around so the goal is so they become more coherent. So now I have a kind of an article, a page on Tim Pool. And this one is very famous. There it is, Joe Rogan, Tim Pool, Jack Dorsey, and this Vijaya Gadde. The Jack Dorsey and Vijaya Gadde are scums. Okay, in my opinion, they are criminals of humanity. Okay, these two. So anyway, this video is very popular. Okay, several million views the first day. It's about Twitter is doing a lot of censorship. Okay, so Tim Pool is in fact expert. So. Okay, I'm starting to getting into a lot of other things. Okay, Tim Pool. So Tim Pool originally is a great journalist. Actually, deserve the word journalist. Okay, journalist by today, it's rotten. It's rotten. If you hear someone is journalist, it's shit. Okay, so I don't even use the word journalism like it's. Used to be like 20 years ago, journalism is like great because journalism report the truth. If you have a big organization like Google or government or China, okay, China is another big dramatic thing. Journalists report it. If you are corrupt, if you take a lot of bribes, moving millions of dollars, journalists report them. That's like the foundation of the USA principle, But today, journalism, they work for they every day what they report is the government things, the government tell them, and big corporations like Google tell them what to say. So anyway, Tim Pool was a great journalist, and around 2019, he started to do like cultural wars, like 2 or 3 videos every day, and he just sit there and point you to different websites like Fox News or CNN, and he just babble. And Tim Pool also his IQ is low. Okay, he said many times that he doesn't he never had a degree. In fact, he's a high school dropout, which is fine. I'm also, I don't have any degree. I learned math and programming mostly by myself. Okay. So Tim Pool, but he work for whatever he does. Okay. I mean, he worked for it. So no degree, that's fine. But however, Tim Pool is not very smart. And then he started to like emphasize, idiot, basically, opinions about society, about philosophy, about economics. He don't know any of that. But when he cover news, he'll just inject his opinions about, I think, blah blah blah. So Tim Pool was a great journalist, but in 2019 he started to do cultural war, flying drama, make himself more money. And he also started to, and his IQ is pretty low, low IQ. Okay, and look at the way he, these are clickbaits. That's his, very popular among all YouTubers. You will see giant title, dramatic title, then some face, some. We gotta, this page deserves a big image, dramatic. That's what they do. That's what this kind of thing make money, flying drama, and lots of YouTube stars are like that, almost all of them, because this is the way to get yourself popular. Okay, so Tim Pool. But there's one thing I want to say about Tim Pool. I highly respect. He is not a bad person. Okay, even though he did this clickbait and talking idiotic things, he covers some news, some news that usually the mainstream will not cover. Okay, so but when doing that, he tends to be alarmist. He kept saying, civil war is happening. He's been saying that for like 3 years at least, civil war, which in some sense is true. Then he start, blah 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 drama. Okay, but there's one thing about Tim Pool, that he is a good person. Okay, that is why I don't watch him anymore. Because I got other things to do, not because I'm getting old. I have like maybe 5 more years to code, so I got lots of math, proofs theory, type theory, differential geometry I want to go into. I want a lot of Emacs work I need to do. So I haven't been watching Tim Pool since. In fact, I haven't been watching any of these various popular people: Lauren Southern, Jordan Peterson, Dave Rubin, Lindsay Shepherd. These are some of the very famous anti-social justice scan people. But I haven't watched them since about 2019. Okay, so but one thing I want to emphasize about Tim Pool, the person, is that he does not lie, okay, or at least not intentionally. I think, from my own observations of all these drama people, or, these people, culture war stuff, Tim Pool is not a bad person, I would say. Jordan Peterson is not a bad person. He's great. Lawrence Southern. Okay, let me talk about Lawrence Southern. Okay, all these people are great. Okay, Lawrence Southern, Tim Pool, Dave Rubin, Lindsay Shepherd are very famous for. I'm not going to go into it because you can talk about this for a year. So these are good people. Okay, good people by that they don't lie. Maybe they have opinions. Maybe that's wrong or incorrect, but they don't do nasty things. Now, especially I want to say about Lawrence Southern. Okay, this Stephen Marley-Nukes, he's kind of a crackpot. Okay, I don't like him. He's a crackpot sort of people. And Lawrence Southern is a great, fantastic person. Okay, because I'm getting emotional because these are about, what they do. A lot of these social justice are scumbags that beat people up, or the rich. When I talk about social justice warriors. I don't mean just some blue hair on Twitter, some activists. There are top leaders that those are on Twitter. Usually they are just pawns a chess, like a chess game, and scammers. They make a lot of money. But there are top leaders in USA that are doing these things, that lead, that create this phenomenon. So what I want to say about Lauren Southern is that she's not very, she's not a academic type of person like me, like what I am. We talk about philosophy or stuff. She's not like that. She's just a pretty girl, but from what I've seen, I judge her to be a great person. Okay, Lauren Southern. Okay, so Tim Pool. So, okay, I think maybe that's it for today. So we talked for 50 minutes. So this the very interesting artificial intelligence stuff, and also this one, if you guys follow some of the drama online, this is the sister of Shapiro, the famous, another guy, famous Shapiro. This is her YouTube. She's beautiful. She's singing. There's a YouTube video of her. In fact, I also have a blog of her. Let's go to art. So there's some art pages. This photo I took, very beautiful. So let's see. Yeah, so there it is. Abigail Shapiro. Okay, that's the sister of Ben Shapiro. So she, she's doing that, a haircut face. But there's a video, you search, you can see her sing. She sings opera. So they are kind of affluent, upper class people. And then, so this drawing becomes that. It's beautiful. When you talk about some of these people, these kind of celebrity in the cultural war, any of these people or a lot more, actually I have a blog, so let me just show it since we are talking about politics. Justin Trudeau, the Canadian leader, basically, these gender things, these Antifa, flying a Russian flag, beating people, burning people alive, all this happening. And but okay, so all these people, almost any one of them, when you talk about, you'll see everyone is talking about their opinions, dramatic different opinions, attacks, almost like random, it's a chaos, like for example Jordan Peterson, which I respect, something he says, Jordan Peterson, I don't agree, but in general I think Jordan Peterson is a great person, okay, a great person. And but of course what I'm trying to say is that when you talk about these people, some people will disagree, including some of you. They'll say, "Oh, Jordan Peterson is actually the most evil." They'll say the same thing about Elon Musk, about anyone. Because this is politics. We are talking about politics. Okay, so that's it. I think that's it for today. Let's see what else we might have to say. Oh yeah, so there's the Chat GPT. So Emacs 29 is coming and it has fantastic features. Okay, I recommend you watch this guy. So this guy, Emacs 29 is 9. What can we expect? So a lot fantastic features. And one of the most important, one of the most deep and for me is, let's go to my Emacs blog. Emacs 29 features, and one of the most deep for me is there's a parser called Tree Sitter, and Emacs 29 is starting to support it. I think this is more important than the language server protocol. Now, if you don't know if you don't know what that is, don't worry about it because it's a bit more complex and advanced. It's about syntax coloring. It's about formatting code. It's about the engine. What does it take to do this kind of thing? So, this is one of the issue I'm concerned with. I'm very interested for the past 10 or 15 years. So I started to write a page that collects many of my articles on these things I've written before in the past 15 years or so. So many articles. For example, you have auto formatting. For example, in Golang, there's a tool you can press a button and have your entire code auto formatted. Even if your whole code is one single line. So there's a Golang auto format. This began with Golang around 2008. Fantastic. Then it started a movement. So now you also have one for Python. You can just I demonstrated this before. So you press a key, then it auto format the entire file or all files in a directory. And then you have for JavaScript, which is Deno, okay, and you have also one for PowerShell, which requires some code to make it work. And then you have, so in this article, 2007, I wrote up the idea that you should never, typically before Golang's Go format, what programmers do, and all the style guide is tell programmers how you should indent. Okay, this line should indent, Richie style, C style, or whatever, fuck. They tell you how to manually, how many space versus tabs or whatever crap. What you should really have is just like the Golang auto format. You press a button, the machine can do it. Okay, you have compilers, you have parsers, machine can do it. It's just that these programmer idiots, since year 2000, Perl, Python, Emacs, especially insulting is the Emacs Lisp people, fucking idiots. Because Emacs Lisp, because Emacs Lisp code, Emacs Lisp or Lisp syntax in general is the most easy to do automatic formatting. But the Lispers people don't know. They tell you, oh, you shouldn't have, blah blah blah. You should put all your parent together. Then you have the par edit mod, the most idiotic fuck that induces you to manually diddling your code per par edit. Okay, if you are in the Emacs community, you'll think all the Emacs fanatics, they'll say par edit is the best thing. It's, in fact, in my opinion, it's the worst idiotic fuck, because with par edit, what it really do is to induce you to manual format your code. That's what par edit does. Okay. Now in my Xah Emacs Lisp mod, for example, this code. Okay, let's go to Xah Emacs Lisp mod. So if I can remove the format. if I want to format them, you press one button, okay? Press one button, format the entire block, okay? That's the way to go. Even better is like the Golang, Python, Deno, JavaScript, PowerShell. You press a button, format the whole code, for whole page, for whole file. Okay, that's the way you want to go. You don't want style guide. Fuck. Okay, you don't want style guide. You don't want par edit. Fuck. Okay. But my point is that, you see, when you are in the language, for example, in Python, in Emacs, all the high priests, they tell you that you should follow this. That's the worst thing, okay? What you really should is just like write a tool like Go format, or any one of these that just format it automatically. So you don't have like formatting style debates anymore, okay? That's how things should be. And this begin to happen with Golang by Rob Pike. Fantastic. Rob Pike is a Unix fanatics. I don't like Unix. I'm a Unix hater. Rob Pike is a Unix fanatics, and he is also one of the most dramatic, talkative pro-Unix people. He write a lot. But he also, it turns out he's super smart, and his language, Golang, I very much like. I think it's the best language for at least, kind of low-level thing, Golang. So I have a whole tutorial. So Rob Pike, okay, he and other people, they created Golang with the idea Go format, automatically format. Okay, this is a revolution. This is a revolution in programming language. Let me tell you the history. You don't see this kind of history anywhere on Hacker News. You don't see. You just see babbling all the time. Okay, so Go format, Go Rob Pike, and his and several others. I forgot the name. Thomas something. You can look up Wikipedia. So Golang around 2008 is the first one. Practically, the most is practically the first one to create the phenomenon, the revolution, the idea, the concept, to spread the concept that formatting code should be done automatically by a parser tool. Okay, that's that, Golang. Then you started to have first in Deno, I suppose, and then JavaScript, and today I believe you also have in C for C or C++, auto format. Because before this Golang, people, these fucking scums, they tell you to do style guide, they tell you to indentation, they actually manual. Every editor, it's just all manual. How many characters your one line should have? Let me do that. Like how many characters should a line have? You should, fucking idiotic fuck. And I wrote about this. So I wrote about this in 2007. Okay, but nobody, they think I'm a troll and blah blah blah. And the par edit author says, oh, what you said, what you propose is actually very difficult or impossible to do. I don't get it. I have no idea why he says that. The author of par edit, he says that, what you are suggesting is actually impossible. Extremely idiotic, The Lisp language syntax is the most easy to do compared to Golang, Python, JavaScript, because the characteristics of the Lisp syntax is that they are uniform, regular, okay, mostly. So so all these articles, they are all and also about syntax coloring, So anyway, so today you have tree sitter, which I'll be, watch this video, okay, tree sitter. I think I'll be spending a lot of time in next year to study and do something about it in my Emacs packages, and also studying parser, which is a project I kind of stopped. I started to, I want to write a parser, but I kind of stopped. So now I gonna start to work on them again. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Donate, okay? Now, if you like my videos or some parts you like, spread it, okay? Post your Twitter or blog or whatever. And also comment on YouTube with a timestamp. Okay, that's it. Hey, Link. Yeah, that's it. That's it for today. Zionism. Yeah, don't post those, controversial stuff. About, yeah, I'm not gonna get into that topic. And also that topic, is not too relevant to Chinese blood people like, me, because to me they are just all white people. So, okay, so that's it for today. Yeah, this Abigail Shapiro, she's beautiful. That's what I see, beauty. Yeah, so that's it. Bye, guys. What else? That's it. Bye, guys. Donate, okay? Go to PayPal, go to Patreon, go to my website. You'll find those, links. Because money, is actually how things work. Because you see all the scams, all the this cultural war, whatever. If you wonder what's the root cause for them to happen? Money, okay, ultimately. I code open source, anyway. So let's see, Emacs blog, close. What is this? Today's talk show, yeah. Yeah, so we didn't code Emacs this today. That's fine because I'm gonna do it offline.